All right, and as we get started, it looks like we will be starting off in Lijiang Tower. Unfortunately, not Antarctic Peninsula. I was kind of excited to see that, but you know, whatever.
This map is one of my favorites, but one of its choke points is one of the hardest to get through.
I don't like this map. I have a lot of bad memories with this map.
The bridge with the Lucio.
Yep. Constantly falling off the edge, constantly being booped off the map. It's not great, but as we get started, I'm interested to see what the boys have cooking today, especially with the new changes coming into Overwatch 2 with the new DPS passive, as well as everybody getting extra health. The game is almost completely different, I would say. It doesn't feel like Overwatch last season.
Definitely.
It feels very, very different. Let me make sure that
one of the issues I've had so far is with the hitboxes.
Oh,
that's
right.
been changed.
Because they let's see, are we on the right? I mean, it's gonna tell them that they're blue anyways. Okay, let's get into this. Again, right now the sides won't matter. We just have both of the colleges up there on the screen. Looks like the boys will be running a Ashe, Sojourn, Zarya. I didn't expect that. Baptiste and a Zen. Zen has been so good this season from what I've been told, mostly because of the hitbox and the projectile changes you were talking about, with projectiles being larger. It looks like the other team is running a Sombra, Wrecking Ball, Tracer. Can't even see. Right now, it seems like the boys are having a hard time getting onto point, as the Wrecking Ball is doing a wonderful job at just keeping them displaced, keeping them on their toes, not letting them take any space. As Guy takes out the enemy Zenyatta, that will give CEI at least one more person to push into this. Right now, there goes the Tracer, moving on to the Sombra, which gets taken down, onto the Lucio. Unfortunately, he might get away. Nadingham not able to catch up all the way. I want to make sure that there is...
and Hammy is out.
And CEI will walk onto the point, gaining control. I don't even know what the... University of Alberta not able to get that much percentage. But right now, it's looking like a pretty, honestly, slow-paced game. As both teams just try to get some pick damage on, try to get an early pick. There goes the Ashe Bomb, trying to get that Lucio, but he will get away.
Does look like Hammy's trying to come behind and get a cheeky little kill.
Nadingham trying to put pressure on. The High Guy will go down, taken out by the Wrecking Ball. There goes Dr. Boom, taken out by the Zenyatta. CEI will probably have to pull back as they're down 2. Baptiste tries to get out using that immortality. It looks like he won't be able to. Nadingham will probably go down as well. Red Comet will be the only one of CEI to make it out.
Oh, never mind.
University of Alberta is kind of spawn camping CEI right now. Not really giving them any room to move, even out of the spawn. With that said, they finally pulled back, giving CEI a little bit of breathing room. But right now, it seems like we'll have both support ults. Ashe will have Sojourn ult, and probably Grav coming up here soon. That means the boys will have quite a bit to work with resource-wise, as they just kind of walk back on the point uncontested. There's the Wrecking Ball diving to the back. He pops the ult. Doesn't find anybody. Guy pops Transcendence, my bad. As CEI is just trying to recover, seeming like they are not that stable, losing one of their players. Just trying to not lose any more space so they can actually get some percentage going onto this point. Both teams tied at 50. Nadingham almost goes down. Wrecking Ball dives the supports in the back, not able to find anything. However, the Tracer Bomb onto Red Comet will take him out. Dr. Boom might follow behind very shortly. Guy gets taken out by the Sombra. It looks like CEI will be forced back into spawn. Once again, University of Alberta doing a wonderful job at picking off the correct people at the correct times. CEI is going to have to find some way to deal with that Wrecking Ball, who, from what I know, is actually doing super well this season.
They're once pushing into the point, creating that nice space.
Are we not getting any game volume? Let me see if I can fix that. Hopefully that changed.
They did take over the point.
Yeah, the night is young.
with Trendy Card a little to the side.
Alright, let me know if that fixed the audio. Hopefully it did. If not, I'll have to fix it a little bit later on. But it looks like it is picking up. The game, okay, the game is low. Let me just turn it all the way up. We'll be missing some gameplay, but that's okay. Alright, hopefully that fixed it. Made it a little bit louder. Right now, CEI just trying to push through that right side. Trendy Card taken out by the Wrecking Ball grapple, actually. I've never seen that happen before. As there's the beat coming out from Lucio, pushing it into overtime. Nittingham is going to go down, as well as Ty Guy, who is swapped on to the Kiriko. And looks like University of Alberta will be taking that first round with honestly, relative ease. CEI getting up to 86%, but they were held in spawn for most of that. So the boys are going to have to find an answer for that Wrecking Ball, who is just putting on so much pressure in the back line.
Especially with this map currently, it's going to be a really tough time with that bridge.
True, true. Especially with the fact that he's able just to grapple through and knock people off. And they're running the Lucio, and they're running the Zenyatta. It's very much looking like there will be quite a few environmental kills coming in this next round. Will you let me know if the audio is fixed? Our watchers in the chat. I think I've turned it up all the way to what I can. If I need to turn it up more, I definitely can. But right now, it looks like we'll be swapping onto the Sombra, as well as a Brig and a Winston, keeping the Baptiste and the Sojourn. Right now, both teams just playing on both of the bridges. Sweet. Fantastic. That was working. And Dr. Boom is taken out by the Wrecking Ball, who honestly finds him out of place with no one to help him out.
No support for himself.
There's the dive. They find one onto the Tracer. There's the Wrecking Ball taken out by Red Comet as CEI can walk onto this point, capturing it. Hopefully, they will be able to keep this map control. The Brig sitting on the bridge. Right now, CEI trying to get some poke damage in. That Winston is doing the best he can on the side of CEI to jump into the backline. Goes for Lucio. Red Comet takes out the other Sombra, but the Sombra takes out Dr. Boom. CEI down by 3. There's the Kiriko taken out. However, it's just Winston and the Sombra. Tracer almost goes down. Nittingham still fighting it out on points. 200% as he might get pushed off, and that Wrecking Ball is going to chase him down and stagger him away from his teammates, and CEI is forced to retreat back. Again, CEI just not able to keep up with the intense pressure coming out from that Wrecking Ball. Honestly, not something that CEI Overwatch is unfamiliar with. In quite a few. Oh, there's the boop onto the Baptiste as he takes the Wrecking Ball, gets 2 environmentals. As CEI now down by 3. There goes Nottingham as Red Comet has to walk back in the spawn. CEI just not able to come up with any answers for this Wrecking Ball comp coming out from University of Alberta.
Greetings.
But truly, it's just a very intensive. Look at that. The Wrecking Ball can just come in. There's the ult coming out as he's bound to find at least one. Red Comet trying to get the hack going off. He barely gets out. However, 2 players from University of Alberta, they're waiting. CEI has to fight it out in this little hut as the Wrecking Ball takes out 3 of the 5 players from CEI, and Ty Guy has to come back to spawn, really not being able to find any sort of answers. I honestly don't know what they would do. I struggle against Wrecking Ball myself. My only thought would be maybe on a sleep, but even that is nerfed, so it only lasts for 3 seconds. The Sombra is a good pick, but it's just not working. As
environmental
Trendy Card, it's not the environmental. He gets hit with the Ash Bomb. But the ult coming out from University of Alberta will be too much for CEI to handle, as Nottingham is the last one left alive. Pops his ult just to see if he can't get something going. Going to jump onto point to get into overtime. As now University of Alberta collapses onto him. CEI is not able to find any sort of answers. However, that said, there's the hack getting 2. There's the Lucio. That's 3 for CEI taken out on the side of University of Alberta. There's the Sombra, as right now the Wrecking Ball's the last one left, and CEI manages to find the point in overtime. Honestly, I thought that was a game over.
Right. They did a pretty good job in grouping up right there.
As they seem like they're trying to find a better way to position. Perhaps University of Alberta is going to go on that far side through the hut. I don't even know if that's what that one is called over there. They see the Wrecking Ball in the back. However, that said, there's all the squishies ready for Winston to jump onto them. They take out the Tracer. In comes the Wrecking Ball. His ult's not really picking up anything except for the immortality from Baptiste. As Nadingham just kind of walks through the minefield trying to get what he can. There's the Sojourn ult stopped, unfortunately, by Tracer. As CEI is not quite done putting up a really good fight in this last few percentage. As University of Alberta is going to have to either find a way to stall. There's the Tracer coming in to stall right there. High guy trying to find it. He will get picked up by the Wrecking Ball. However, he survives. The Lucio goes on the point, not able to find anything with that Wrecking Ball. Dives onto the Sombra and the Brig. Brig goes down. Unfortunately, that's a bad hit on the side of CEI. As the Winston ult is popped, he finds one. However, he's hacked out of it. Jumps, gets another. Going for the Sombra, who goes down, but he just doesn't have the HP to do this. But there is the ult coming out from University of Alberta as Friendly Car or Ty Guy is going to stall out as Lucio. In comes Dr. Boom.
He's doing it pretty good. He's holding it.
CEI doing a wonderful job at stalling out this last few seconds. Hopefully they can make something happen, have somebody jump in. Baptiste comes in. There's the Winston. It's just 2 of them left on point. Looks like CEI might not have any answers just for this last little bit.
Oh.
Nadingham will fall as University of Alberta will cap, taking game number 1. Unfortunately, CEI just not able to find any sort of, answer to the pressure coming out from University of Alberta. That Wrecking Ball really putting in work. As you can see, he's working up a sweat on the screen. There's the triple boop. Or was it just? It was just 2. But it was 2 environmentals and then a kill on 2. Honestly, that Wrecking Ball.
He's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right, as we wait for game number 2, everything sounds good. Everything is looking good on the side of the viewers. Let's see. I can hear stuff now. Fantastic. Sweet. All right, and CEI should be on attack, I assume. Could be wrong. I have no idea. So I'm going to set this up and hope that I'm correct. But I'm excited for the boys to play this. They've had some really good games in the past on this map in particular. Usually it's going into overtime. I don't even think it matters. I think if I just throw up this one. Is that a red comment on the Widowmaker?
Oh, dang it.
Oh, dang it. Go for it.
I still love his soldier, though.
Yeah,
his plays are immaculate.
He's got a fantastic soldier for sure. Let's see if I change this really fast. There we go. Maybe that did not change anything. Oops. All right.
5, 4, 3.
Right now it looks like CEI will be running the Diva, Baptiste, Zenyatta, and then we saw the Soldier as well as the Sojourn. That won't be confusing. It looks like University of Alberta will be running a Reinhardt. We're probably going to see Nadingham, I would assume, swap to the Reinhardt. But there's the Maywall CEI has always struggled with dealing with. It's as long as you can get a really good, really well-placed Maywall, you can cut tanks off from heals completely. There goes Nadingham as he is taken out of mech, taken out by the enemy Bastion. Right now, CEI is going to have to find a way just to break through this first defense. It looks like we have an Orisa coming out.
Great counter towards that Reinhardt.
A fantastic counter, especially with the fortify, javelin, even just spin, able to bully out that tank. With that said, the javelin will be blocked. There's the Bastion turret, the May wall. As Nittingham is just dancing around this Reinhardt, almost takes him out, but wow, he got down to 1 HP. As Red Comet actually pops off, taking out 2 of them, the tank and one of the supports.
It feels like they are pushing them back pretty far, so they do have the advantage right now.
Especially with that Reinhardt being out of the way, now they have all of the space in the world to just simply walk forward and kill the rest of the team. Ty Guy takes out the Mei as CEI captures his first point, needing him holding that front line with the Orisa, not letting that Reinhardt have any room to work with. There's the Baptiste wall as Nittingham keeps them all out of the way so they're not able to contest, but he will go down, but CEI will take that first point. Nittingham with the javelin spin, keeping the Reinhardt from being able to charge in, as well as soaking up a lot of that damage from the Baptiste. What do you call that? The Baptiste ult.
Oh, like the wall?
Yeah, but it's not wall. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
I'll have to look up the name for it in a second.
It's like the same as the Ramatra ult. I don't remember what his is.
Yeah. We have Visor. We should have Sojourn ult. We'll have Orisa ult as well. And Transcendence. So we have a way to deal with any sort of ults coming out from University of Alberta. Red Comet gets one. There's the Bastion ult from Alberta. Transcendence has to be popped as Nittingham uses his, doesn't find anybody. Both Transcendents are now out of the way. CEI is making some pretty decent progress, able to deal with the Reinhardt and the Bastion fairly well. Sojourn and Visor are online, ready to go. CEI is having a really hard time pushing past this corner. There's the hammer. Nittingham's not able to save Dr. Boom, but with that said, there goes the Reinhardt, and then there's Visor coming out from Red Comet, gets the Mei, not able to find more. Gonna swing this corner, probably find this Baptiste. Maybe, possibly. As both of the
stagger from this.
not able to get that Zenyatta. As University of Nittingham found the Zen at least. I was kind of worried that both supports were going to get out of there scot-free, but there is both supports taken out on the side of University of Alberta. That means that there will be quite a stagger. As the Junker Queen, Nittingham hitting quite the javelin. CEI is looking much more dominant in this game number 2 on their favorite map, Kings Row. There goes the Mei, as CEI is just kind of walking through this last point. 4 minutes left in the clock. Alright, CEI is looking very good for this last little push. We have the Orisa ult up online. Red Comet.
It does look like that Mei's ult is coming out, but everyone's able to come out of it. No one can take it off.
CEI doing a wonderful job of avoiding that Mei ult. Mei will go down. Red Comet taking one. There's the Sojourn ult coming out from Dr. Boom. Won't be able to find anybody, but he baits out the Transcendence. And there's the Transcendence coming out from Ty Guy. And there's the Orisa ult. And they take out the Junker Queen. Ty Guy gets taken out by the Sojourn, however. CEI, I thought they would have this last point, but there's the enemy Sojourn ult. As CEI has to pull back, not able to cap that last 5 meters. That last point is so hard to get through.
But it does look like we do have Soldier's ult, which he never disappoints.
Never. We still have Visor. However, we're not looking very good on any other ults, unfortunately.
But we do have 2 minutes left.
True. There's the Soldier ult. Looking for anybody at all. There's the Baptiste immortality. He finds the Baptiste at least. Baptiste not able to do anything with that ult as CEI pushes the last 5 meters with 2 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock. That last little section down the slope into the final point, I feel like is so hard to push through
Yes.
because they're spawning in, they have all of the cover in the world, and they can continuously jump on the cart and stall out. But CEI does push all of the way with 2 minutes 30 seconds left on the clock. That is some fantastic pace coming out from the boys.
Agreed. It's usually in this little slope right here at the end. It's usually in their favor, usually.
Yeah.
Just because with the cover, the instant spawning, you gotta really pick off people.
Yeah.
Almost exactly.
And the Junker Queen is an insane pick into the Orisa comp.
Yep.
Not what I expected to see at the very end, but I mean, if they think they can make it work, they can make it work. CEI will be on defense.
I have a feeling that they are going to go into a wrecking ball.
I
just
would see that.
because he's a really good push.
Yeah, especially with the amount of pressure and how well the Wrecking Ball did on the last control point. I don't see why they wouldn't swap it to a Wrecking Ball comp.
Right.
However, Nadingham on the Orisa might be able to deal with that a little bit better than he was on Diva or Winston. With that said, we have some of the boys holding height. We'd love to see it. Ty Guy's going to hold with Orisa down on point, holding that big tower in the center. As we get this round number 2 in game number 2, the CEI can find a way to keep this point defended super well. There's the Wrecking Ball, as you said. I also saw Sombra. CEI is going to have to adapt really fast to see if they can deal with this Wrecking Ball coming in. With that said, CEI looks like they're going to be pushed off of the point relatively fast, as they are now evens. CEI not able to hold this first point there. Unfortunately, Red Comet will have to fall back as the rest of his team is picked off one by one. University of Alberta really just walking through that first point. That Orisa not the answer they were looking for, as Nadingham swaps back to Winston. Also, I want to know the thought process for the Winston.
Me too. I think it might just be able for him to take out like the Hammond's ult really fast, maybe.
That said, Nadingham putting in work with the Winston right now. Finds one. However, there's the hack. And see, we don't have the Sombra coming out from Red Comet to deal with the Wrecking Ball yet. Perhaps that's because he has not died yet. He takes out the Lucio. Soldier also a pretty decent counter into Wrecking Ball. It's tracking a big ball. That's all it is. It's super easy. That said, Wrecking Ball does have a lot more survivability, especially with that armor. CEI, I'm not the biggest fan of the way that they're setting up right now defensively. Like you saw there, they seem like they would be very easily separated. All the Wrecking Ball has to do is slide on and then let the rest of his team kill them as he just disrupts them. CEI is going to look at the Wrecking Ball, take their focus away from the rest of the enemy team, and then get picked off one by one by the enemy team, as we're seeing happen.
I wonder what the thought process is with the Brigida.
I think,
Might be like stunning.
yeah,
or something.
Brig is super good into like an anti-dive comp, just with Shield Bash and the whip strike, whatever it's called. Do we have a Sombra switch? No, he's going to stay on the Soldier. He has Visor. That makes sense. We have Baptiste. Window. That's what it's called. It's called Window. Not Wall. There's the Brig ult. Trying to get this Tracer. Not able to connect that last few swings. Hits him with the Chain Whip. Not able to finish him. An unfortunate ult from... well, not unfortunate. Just not able to find anything. Not getting a whole lot of value out of that Brig ult. But right now... they seem to be holding this much better.
Back into like the semi-spawn.
Yeah, back into that big choke point. Trendy card almost goes down. I think almost taken out by the Tracer Bomb. I think that was Monkey ult that we missed. Not much happened with it. We have Visor online, but Red Comet will unfortunately go down. We should have Sojourn ult. There goes Nottingham. The ball is going to strike as the Lucio goes on a bit of a killing spree, picking up 2. University of Alberta just kind of paving their way through CEI's defenses. I thought they found their footing there for a second. I thought they found the answer, and as soon as I thought that, they got pushed through. But there is the Reinhardt coming out from Nottingham. Probably a comfort pick. The Wrecking Ball is in the back. Got Dr. Boom with an environmental. Unfortunately, that cannot be good for the mental. That would infuriate me. There's the man, look at that. So much coming out from University of Alberta. As CEI is going to be taken out by this Lucio. Again, the Wrecking Ball doing a wonderful job at pulling the attention away from the rest of the team, and the rest of the team able just to walk in probably unhindered. CEI is going to have to find a way to get their footing set in and get this defense on lock as the Sojourn hacks the Reinhardt, unfortunately. See, Nottingham tries a good charge, unable to find anything. We have Sojourn ult.
Oh, and he looks like he didn't fall off.
Yep. We had Visor pop, however, Lucio ult came out. High Guy finds the Wrecking Ball, as CEI seems to have found their footing. Unfortunately, walking in front of their tank, but right now, the boys are about to beat Alberta time-wise. I'm hoping that they will be able to find a way to hold this footing and hold this ground. If they keep looking back at that Wrecking Ball, I don't think they will be able to do that, as Nottingham is going to have to fight the rest of his team mostly by himself, as most of CEI seems to be distracted on this Wrecking Ball. Over that Tracer, trying to find something. There's the window coming out from Trinity. Dr. Boom gets one.
It does look like they separated them pretty good.
Yep.
So, or they're falling all back to rejoin.
I think CEI is trying to focus on staying grouped up together. That way the Wrecking Ball can't mess with them. That said, the Wrecking Ball was just sitting there hanging out. CEI is going to fall back, choosing to play way more defensive, not going to engage with that Wrecking Ball and the rest of the team, letting them come to them first. There's the Wrecking Ball, not able to find anything. There's the hammer coming out from Nottingham, gets one, hits the pin onto the Wrecking Ball.
Wow. Almost a team kill. If they get this Hammond, that'd be a team killer.
A wonderful hammer coming out from Nottingham as the rest of CEI just cleans up the rest of the team. He took away the Wrecking Ball. Beautiful play coming out from Nottingham. We have Visor. We should have Brig ult. And we will not have hammer. We're excited to see what Red Comet can do with this Visor. He's holding that left side by himself, maybe trying to act as bait. There's the Wrecking Ball ult. He pops the ult to get the Lucio, and the Lucio falls. However, Transcendence is popped. Wrecking Ball is going to go for Red Comet. Chooses to give up.
Oh, and he picks off that Sombra.
Red Comet finds one.
That Zenyatta as well. He's picking really nice at that hammer. They might be able to hold this for the rest of the 30 seconds.
CEI will just have to find a way to deal with that Wrecking Ball. As that said, oh my goodness, that's so unfortunate. There's the Sombra ult coming out from University of Alberta. Hopefully they will find a way to capitalize. However, with their tank falling into the void, there's the Sojourn ult from CEI. As it looks like they're going to actually hold this point in game number 2. There's the Wrecking Ball coming back, but he's by himself. As he's just going to stall out this point, pretty much. 1 HP. There's the Sombra coming back to stall as well, but Hammond's out of the way. There's Window. There's Beat coming out from Lucio. University of Alberta not willing to give up this point without a fight. They are literally 3 meters away. With that said, it looks like
came off of it. Nice.
Oh my goodness. I think if that Wrecking Ball hadn't accidentally fallen off the map, that would have been very different. That was very, very, very unfortunate for University of Alberta. But with that said, game number 2 will be going to CEI. Play the game going to Tie Guy on the brig. He didn't even use ult in that one. I don't even know what he did. But with that said, that was. I'm so glad that we saw that happen. I think that made my day. CEI at 1, University of Alberta at 1. Again, this is the best of 5 first 3. Next map coming up should be a Flashpoint map. So either Servasa or Junkertown or New Junk City. It looks like New Junk City will be what is picked. All right, and as we get into this game number 4, it will be on Servasa. Let's get this swapped back. Just hold this until we are done waiting for players. That was a much better game number 2. CEI finally found some sort of footing, some sort of defensive footing, and an answer for that wrecking ball on the Reinhardt. Surprisingly, I did not expect that.
I think as long as they're able, because that's what we did when we were playing. We were making sure just to absolutely ignore the Hammond, just because he's an annoyance.
Yeah,
it's okay to ignore people.
It's not all about like just ignoring him, right? It's you ignore him until you have the proper time to deal with the wrecking ball.
As long as you're able to take away those supports and maybe some squishies, he's pretty much useless. Especially when the Sombra's out, because I think I've started to realize they'll hack you and then he'll go up into the air and slam down.
Yeah.
So it just takes out almost everything.
Yeah. And it's just knowing when to turn onto that wrecking ball, and not letting him pull all of your attention away from the rest of his teams. Because the fights that we did lose on the side of CEI, I assume that's what happened, or it was just an unfortunate pick on the side of CEI. But they would look at the wrecking ball, and then the Lucio would come through and deal way more damage than that sure they expected. With that said, University of Alberta running a completely different comp. There's the Winston as well as an Echo, but he'll be taken out, and that Winston is going to go down. What a javelin throw coming out from Nottingham, as CEI is going to walk onto this first flashpoint, kind of just walking over University of Alberta.
Did you see how he had ignored that Kiriko? He just like walked right past
Yeah,
her.
yeah. What a javelin throw coming out from Nottingham onto the Winston, not letting him get that jump off that I assume that he was looking for. CEI looking much more dominant in this game number 3 on this flashpoint map, Servasa. Right now, they're just waiting to see if they can spot any flanks. There goes the Winston. Dr. Boom hits quite the railgun on him. That will be University of Alberta's tank gone out of the equation, as Red Comet tries to find this Echo. Echo will be at half, as Nottingham almost goes down, stays alive as Red Comet does find that Echo. I really like the Brig and the Baptiste combo that they're having. Baptiste able to just splash heal all of his teammates, and the Brig has an area effect of healing. So they don't have to necessarily spend the time to heal one person at a time. They can heal the whole team. And Baptiste, of course, is super good at outputting damage as well as healing. There's the window coming out from Baptiste. Tie Guy will find the Tracer as he just tries to keep Orisa alive. Right now, University of Alberta not able to find something as Tie Guy gets 3, looking for a 4th.
With that Zenyatta out, and it looks like he's
maybe
close.
There it is.
There we go.
Tie Guy getting 4. Unfortunately, I was not on the right person for that. But
On fire.
he really just put in the work for that last point. Picking up 5 kills. Oh my goodness. That will probably, I hope, be played again. That'd be super cool. So maybe we can see it. We will have Visor. We'll have Sojourn ult. We have, I don't even know what Orisa ult is called. Window is out, but Brig ult Rally will be online.
So it seems like we're doing pretty good on all of our ults right now.
Very true. Pretty much the only ult used in that last fight was Window. There's the Mei wall onto the Orisa. Orisa unfortunately goes down, as well as Tie Guy. There's the Transcendence. Not used very well. the fight was already pretty much won. They decided to pop it, but they will be taking out Dr. Boom as Trendy Card and Red Comet run back to spawn. However, Transcendence was used from University of Alberta. So
it also looks like Alberta is taking a different approach to this.
swapping
Few characters.
Seems like they dropped the Echo for the Mei and then dropped the Winston for the Junker Queen. That said, CEI will lose Tai Guy, unfortunately, maybe pushing in a little bit too far, separated from the rest of the team by the Mei wall. And Nittingham playing the Diva, kicked out of Meg and swiftly taken care of by the Sojourn. That Junker Queen taking care of Dr. Boom, as CEI now has found another wall that they will have to find a way to break through. That Junker Queen really putting in work, as well as that Mei. Again, that Mei wall seems to be the Achilles heel of CEI. We're not able to find any sort of answers for it. That said, are they going to try to contest? Diva jumps in. They are in overtime. Mei walled off. There's an Immort coming out from Baptiste, trying to keep Nittingham alive. He will be demeched. And there is the Mei ult as University of Alberta just closes out this second point. However, CEI will have its first to 3 in this game mode. So they have essentially 2 other chances. That point number 2 going to University of Alberta as Nittingham almost swapped to the Roadhog, going back on to the Alyssa. That was quite the stagger from University of Alberta onto Red Comet. Now he will have to wait a significant amount of time more to respawn and join back with his team. Looks like we have Window back online. Not any other ults to combo with. I assume he's going to wait for Visor to come online, seeing how it's at 70%. CEI just looking for wherever University of Alberta is. They need to prioritize taking care of that Mei, or at least waiting for that Mei wall to come out. I think that's been messing them up quite a few times, especially on that last point. There's the Rampage coming out. Immortality will be destroyed as both supports from CEI are taken out by the enemy Lucio. There goes Soldier. As Orisa is the last left on point, probably going to get picked off and staggered from the rest of her team. CEI, that Rampage really putting in work, taking out those both of those supports. It's the target priority coming out from University of Alberta, especially where the Rampage went directly for Tai Guy and Trendy Card, and then that Lucio collapsed onto them knowing they were antied, is honestly I think a beauty. I cannot be mad at the fact that they have that good target priority. And they're not playing just on point. They are split up. They're providing pressure from that left side as well as on point. And they have a really good rotate through that center. CEI is going to try to wrap around to that far right side. We have Window. We have Visor. Perhaps the chance. There's the Visor. Walled off. There's a trance coming out from CEI. No Window. We found. We have Orisa ult. True, we did capture the point. However, Ty got Red Comet will be taken out by the Junker Queen. There's the Orisa ult and the Transcendence. So unfortunate. That Transcendence just absolutely waiting for that Orisa ult to come out. As CEI not able to find any answers for this Junker Queen Mei combo. And it looks like this point number 2 or point number 3 will be going to University of Alberta, as CEI does not have time to run back. Instead, they're going to take a minute, regroup, perhaps stabilize a little bit. I'm hoping there's communication going on between the boys, trying to find some sort of answer. What they need to do, which is what they did on King's Row, they identified the problem, what was giving them the most issues, and then they dealt with that problem. The big problem being that that Wrecking Ball. That said, there's the Mei ult coming out. Orisa will go down, not able to do anything, as CEI will be just outclassed due to that Mei ult and being separated. Again, what they need to do, I think, is identify the fact that that Mei is causing them a lot of issues. That Mei has walled off Nittingham 3 or 4 times. and they have not had any answers for it. So either they need to wait for that May wall and even try to bait it out, or they need to counter pick that. There's the wall probably coming out from behind Needingham. Yep.
I think they need to learn some like target priority.
A little bit, yeah. Right now, CEI is looking good. Red Comet onto the Ash. I think that is his answer for the May. I thank goodness he did not use that window. I saw him thinking about it, and I was like, please don't. It's a one fight. That said, CEI will find some grounds, find some footing as they finally capture this point.
It did look like they started to target that May a little bit more.
Yep.
So I think it went a little bit easier for them as well.
They let May come to them, use the May wall, and then once that May wall was done, they pushed forward into the enemy team, not having to worry about the May wall blocking off, hitting them from heals. Red Comet on the Ash, an absolute laser. That said, he misses 3 in a row. That's on me, Caster's Curse. There's the Rampage coming out from Junker Queen. Red Comet.
Fell off. Nice.
They do find it. They have both supports. Trendy, unfortunately taken out, but High Guy has Transcendence. He might have to use it for this fight. There is the Lucio ult. High Guy is probably going to wait for his Orisa to get low. Pops it. Not able to get there on time. Unfortunately, that Lucio booping him into the wall. He was not able to walk forward to save. That said, Red Comet, last one on point with Bob, still contesting. Doing a really good job at holding this point down. Dr. Boom trying his best to pick off if he can. CEI will lose this point and have to wait for their team to regroup. This will be their last fight before it will be too quick for them to come back. So they're going to have to make this last one count. We have Orisa ult. We have Baptiste wall. The best I can see is let Orisa go in there, suck them all into the middle, window behind her, and then everybody just has to try their best to hit as many shots as they possibly can.
Why are you trying to bait out wall right now?
Perhaps the wall is already out of the way? There's the window. There's the wall up on top of the... Unfortunately. Needingham will pick up 2, though.
Getting that May out.
He'll be the last one on this point. He's not able to find anything, unfortunately, as CEI. That May wall just managing to find its way underneath our Orisa. I saw the dream. I saw the plan. And it just was stopped by that, again, that May wall. University of Alberta, the May putting in some work. Shy Guy takes the play of the game home.
This ends now.
Oh, she was behind the rest of the team. We weren't even looking at her. Yeah, none of us were looking at her. Well played from University of Alberta. We are in game number 4. University of Alberta at 2, CEI at 1. So far, I mean, not bad games.
Yeah.
I think University of Alberta just has some better... they just are better at jumping onto the correct targets at the correct time. CEI not able to get that timing down. And
I really think they're really good at defending.
yeah.
As far as attacking, for Alberta, right?
Yeah.
They're a little rusty with it, I think. With CEI, they're really good with attacking. With defending, it's a little iffy.
Yeah, I can see that. I think what I'm seeing the most out of is that University of Alberta is just doing a better job of communicating the when to push in. They have a much better... It seems like they have a better grasp of the ebb and flow of this game. CEI not able to... There's not much ebb and flow going on. There seems to be a lot of throwing things at a wall, hoping that they break through, and they do break through every once in a while, especially with that last map and King's Row. That said, game number 4 will be push, going to New Queen Street. I love this map for one simple reason, and it is that first little window by the bridge that you could sit in and contest. I'm really hoping that CEI finds a way to deal with that, because I assume that University of Alberta is going to be using that, as well as CEI will be using that. So hopefully we will have an answer for that eventual hold if it gets there. I'm expecting the Wrecking Ball again. I'm
Yep.
expecting to see him along with the May, especially on a push map. CEI is going to have to find some sort of answer. What that answer is, I have no clue. We have Eva, we have Sombra. I'm assuming getting ready for that Wrecking Ball. Sojourn still back onto the brig. Baptiste will stay on. Again, the Baptiste is not a bad play. It's actually, I think, one of the few things that is holding CEI's defense together, just with that splash heal onto the rest of the team. And this brig just has the passive healing while she does damage. Alright, CEI not taking the height on the left side, choosing to meet University of Alberta. There's the Genji coming out. There's the Wrecking Ball we were talking about. As he jumps into the rest of CEI's team, CEI is going to be pushed back pretty hard. There's the hack onto the Wrecking Ball. He's won, and Red Comet pretty much takes him out with Tie Guy. That said, Nittingham is out of mech. Still alive. However, University of Alberta, all three players left jump on him. Genji takes out Tie Guy, goes for the BAP. Hasn't quite found the BAP. He's at 20 HP. And there he goes. CEI looking really good taking that Wrecking Ball, but University of Alberta putting in work with the rest of the 4 players, doing a really good job at separating CEI into one person at a time, and then all of them collapsing onto that one person. As you saw before, they jumped onto, I think it was Tie Guy, possibly?
Yeah.
Jumped onto him first, and they moved from one to the other. Red Comet does find that Genji, so CEI will be up 1 in this next fight. Wrecking Ball will be on the stairs to the left. The robot already made it past the window I was talking about earlier. As Diva dives this Zen, unfortunately not able to dive due to, first of all, Lucio's new buff boop, and then Zenyatta kick. Dives Lucio, there's the boop, pushes him away. He's not able to get the space he needs to get close. Tries to dive the Zenyatta, hacks the Zenyatta from Red Comet, takes him out. However, CEI loses Baptiste in the process, as well as Dr. Boom. There's the ult coming out from Wrecking Ball, just to lock down that area, picking up 2. Nittingham left on point by himself. Will go down as well. CEI just not able to find an answer. And I sound like a broken record saying that, but that's just the case of what we're seeing right now. That Wrecking Ball is going to take out, or try to take out this Baptiste by himself. He might, seeing as Baptiste has to use his Immort, unfortunately, to keep himself alive. However, we have Window. We've had Tie Guy swap from Brig onto Kiriko. We'll have Hack, and we'll have Diva Bomb.
A hack Diva Bomb. One of my favorite. It's so satisfying.
Especially with the hack taking away all of the movement abilities, and her new buff makes it so they all take, I think, reduced damage or reduced movement speed as well.
I believe so.
That sounds right, or I am absolutely tripping. That said, Dr. Boom will be taken out by this Wrecking Ball. We have Eva Bomb. He'll send it in, trying to find the Zenyatta. Finds the Zenyatta. CEI finally putting a stop to University of Alberta's push. That said, Tie Guy will go down, as like we saw there, University of Alberta doing a wonderful job of finding CEI's players pretty much by themselves. Tie Guy was by himself, Diva was separated. They just collapsed onto him, killed him, and then moved on to the Diva, who was the last one left.
He put up a good fight right there, though.
Very true, very true. As CEI almost had an answer. Unfortunately, they do not anymore. They just got to find a way to stabilize and find some footing. That Wrecking Ball doing a really good job at leaving them super uncomfortable. There is Transcendence coming out from University of Alberta. Nittingham finds the Lucio. I don't even know where he got him there. As the Zenyatta might take out the Reinhardt. He does. as University of Alberta really just pushes this robot uncontested the last few meters, just doing a really good job of taking off CEI one by one, leaving the tank for last. There's the Reinhardt charge in, gets kicked away. There's window coming out from CEI as they just separate Thai guy from the rest, put him in that corner and kick him. And as you can see on the screen right now, they are completely ignoring nading him, not giving him any attention, choosing to go for his squishies instead. CEI will maybe stabilize this last second. As I said, Red Comet gets taken out. This Wrecking Ball just putting in the work. High guy might find the Lucio. He's 1 HP. This Wrecking Ball not giving them any room to breathe. They are down currently by a few players, and this Wrecking Ball is still putting in work, keeping them from being able to push this robot too far backwards. CEI has found some footing, stopping University of Alberta at the last second. That said, there's the Echo ult. There's the Wrecking Ball ult. It's Dr. Boom. Thai guy will be caught out by himself. Nittingham trying to help him out. CEI just not able to stabilize this last point as University of Alberta has pushed them back into their spawn. The robot is coming up to push it the last few meters.
Oh, it takes out Red Comet.
Unfortunately, there's the hammer coming out from Nittingham. It's Transcendence stopping anything. There's Kasune Rush. CEI just throwing whatever they have left. That said, University of Alberta is doing the same and doing a really good job at it. Dr. Boom is going to try to just take this robot by himself. He has allowed his team time to respawn, so they will get one more shot at fighting this. Actually, a big brain play right there by Dr. Boom. CEI will have time for everybody to spawn back in. They will get to prep for this last fight. This will be their last chance before University of Alberta just pushes it the final bit. The charge, unfortunately, does not find anything, as Alberta is just waiting for the Wrecking Ball to find a pick before they push too far up. Dr. Boom is back. We don't have any ults on the side of CEI, except for maybe Sojourn ult. That said, Dr. Boom and Red Comet both go down. Nittingham finds the send. At 1 HP, Thai guy gets separated, taken out by the Wrecking